Oh goodness. Okay. We're gonna cut off my head because my hair looks bad. Oh goodness. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Laura and today is my birthday. Not when you're watching this, when I'm recording this. And on my birthday, I like to take the day off work, go around, find some freebies, and do a pretty, I don't want to say huge book haul, but I allow myself to kind of just spend without limit. Usually I don't go well over $100, but point is I'm going to do a book haul after I do all of that and after I have dinner with my family tomorrow in case they got me books. You might question why I am book shopping before I open all my presents. And that is because one, I don't put a lot of books on my birthday list or Christmas list because I don't like buying books from Amazon when I can help it. And most of my gift shopping is done via Amazon. And because obviously people have cost limits, they are less likely to want to spend full price on a book when they can get it cheaper on Amazon. And I fully understand that and I respect that, but I do choose to try and support my local stores. And while I understand Barnes & Noble is not indie or local, they are better than Amazon and they have more options in my indie store. I will probably be hitting on my indie store this weekend, but today is Barnes & Noble. But the reason I'm filming this now is because my friend sent me a package for my birthday that I think includes books. So I'm opening this now so I can say thank you. And also because if it's books, I could include it in a proper haul later, but that way if this is books, I can show her my reaction. Ignore my hair when you see it. It's dirty. She also said there's something in here from her dogs. Oh, I already know what it is. Oh, it's the Wizard of Oz box set. I've only ever read The Wizard of Oz, which I'm assuming is this one. Yes, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And I've been really wanting to read the whole set. I'm reading Wicked right now with my book club. I want to do a Wizard of Oz themed reading vlog series because if I like Wicked, I want to read all 4 books. The Wizard of Oz itself is, I think, 14. I don't want to count, but I think it's about 14. And then after that, I might delve into some of the non-official spin-offs. I guess technically Wicked isn't an official spin-off, but it's like socially considered part of the universe. But I know there's the Dorothy Must Die series, which I have read before, and I loved book 1. By book 4, I hated the series, but I've been wanting to reread it. And I know I'm going to probably like it less because I'm liking YA less as I get older, which is valid. But I want to revisit it with like the full Ozian lore in my mind. And then maybe look into what other Wizard of Oz stories there are. And I've been watching Agatha all along, and there's just so many little nods to the Wizard of Oz. And if you're not watching Agatha all along, you need to be. And then what is this other thing from the dogs? So many notes in here. Oh, I think these are bookish stickers. One of them is stuck. Okay. Read more books, stacks of books, drink coffee, read good books. Reading makes me happy. Sorry, I was reading. Oh, these are so cute. I will take some pictures and insert them because I'm not gonna just like hold these up. Oh, these are so cute. I love this so much. Okay. Once I have all of the books from my book haul and from my birthday, I will come back and show my whole birthday book haul. I have all my books. Well, almost. There was one book from Barnes & Noble that I couldn't find, and I haven't gone back to look for it at a different store. But let's get into all of my books. So first, I went to a little free library and I found A Million Copies of Bunnicula, which was just like my favorite horror book when I was a child about the vampire bunny who eats tomatoes. So I grabbed one because if there had only been one, I wouldn't have taken it, but there was so many. I don't know, there was a bunch of kids books that I feel like maybe someone's family member died. There was a lot of really old books. I don't know. And then I got The Wonder by Emma Donoghue, which also definitely has water damage. And I don't know what my problem is. I got this specifically because I read The Room back in like 2009 and I really liked it, and I have not yet read anything else by her. I don't know what this is about. I guess I could find out. One of the best books of the year. Oh my goodness. Stephen King blurbed it. And this might actually be her second book, based on the fact that also available is just The Room. In a small Irish village, tourists flock to the cabin of 11-year-old Anna O'Donnell, who is said to have eaten nothing for months. Lib Wright, a veteran of Florence Nightingale's Crimean campaign, is hired to keep watch over the girl. An educated skeptic, Lib expects to expose the fast... Lib expects to expose the fast as a hoax within days, but the long hours she spends with Anna begin to chip away at her assumptions about the child, the Irish, and their faith, and herself. Is Anna a fraud or a living wonder? Or is something more sinister unfolding before Lib's very eyes? That actually sounds really interesting. And I think, despite the water damage, it's okay. So that's cool. So those were my 2 Little Free Library books. And then my 2 books that I got from my mom were rereads, which is Percy Jackson, book 3, and Beneath the Sugar Sky, which is Wayward Children, also book 3, I think. And I'm slowly collecting this series via my birthday and Christmas because I like these new covers, but because I love getting books I've already read for my shelf, but I like to spend my money on new books, so I tend to get the collection books as presents. So, but I am really excited. Getting more of these Wayward Children means I can do a proper reread soon, because I think I'm getting close to half now. Hi Stormy, what are you doing? And then for my proper book haul, for the paperbacks, we got Look in the Mirror by Catherine Steadman, which from her I have read, what did she write? The family one? My friend just read this and really wanted me to read it. This doesn't tell me what she previously wrote. Oh, The Family Game. So this is about Nina and Maria. When Nina's father dies, she's left something in his will, a gleaming dream vacation home in a balmy tropical paradise. She'll find out the hard way that what you inherit from those you love can end up costing you your life. So that sounds super interesting. I really enjoyed The Family Game. I know there were issues with, like, I don't know about the pacing. Like, there was definitely something off with it that I didn't love, but I liked it enough to definitely want to read her again. Then we got The 5-Year Lie by Serena Bowen. Let me hold this up in a logical way. And this one was I think it was a TikTok recommendation. And I'm not going to read the back because I don't like reading the backs of books because they spoil things for me. But what I remember is that there was some kind of like national data issue where people like couldn't send text messages. And then like 5 years later, they all start coming through. And so someone gets one from 5 years ago and basically has to decide what they're going to do with that information. Like, I feel like there's possibly a dead body involved. I'm not, I realize I am not selling you on what I think I know about this book, but because what I remember is so specific and so unhelpful, I don't actually want to know more. Like, I just want to experience this. Also, Stormy's playing soccer. Sorry for however much of that you can hear. What is happening? Everything about my hair. Then I got The Return by Rachel Harrison. I have now read 2 Rachel Harrison books, and she is, I think, becoming an auto buy for me, and I was like devastated. My Barnes & Noble only had one of her backlog that I haven't read yet. And this is about a group of friends who reunite after one of them has returned from a mysterious 2-year disappearance. Oh, this is her debut. Nice. Julie is missing, and no one believes she will ever return, except Elise. Elise knows Julie better than anyone and feels it in her bones that her best friend is out there and one day Julie will come back. She's right. 2 years to the day that Julie went missing, she reappears with no memory of where she's been or what happened to her. Along with Molly and May, their two close friends from college, the women decide to reunite at a remote inn. But the second Elise sees Julie, she knows something is wrong. She's emaciated, with sallow skin and odd appetites. And as the weekend unfurls, it becomes impossible to deny that the Julie who vanished 2 years ago is not the same Julie who came back. But who or what is she? I'm obsessed. And then lastly, for the paperbacks, I was convinced to get Graveyard Shift by ML Rio. It was already on my list because it's part of Kayla's Literally Dead book club, so it was one that I was interested in, and I wasn't going to get it, partially because Barnes & Noble, or, well, not even Barnes & Noble, the publishing industry sells novellas for way too high a price, unfortunately. Like, I understand authors deserve to make more than deserve. They deserve their due for writing their stories. I am not discrediting that. I know the industry is not fair. But also $17 for this feels very unfair. So I wasn't going to get it. And I hate deckled edges. So like everything about this I wasn't going to get. But when I was checking out, the seller, more than one bookseller tried to get me to buy it. And the last bookseller pointed out that because I'm a member and it's their pick of the month or something, I think I got it like half off. So I ended up not paying full price for it. So that was interesting. But basically it's just like about a group of like 4 or 5 people who work the graveyard shift, and they're all walking home like through the woods. They're all like coming from different jobs, different areas, and they all convene because they find an empty grave and they don't know what it is, what's going on. And I think it actually takes place in one night. So it's a very interesting mystery, and I've heard really good things about ML Rio, but I've not yet read from them. So I am excited. And then I got Heads Will Roll by Josh Winning, and much like the last book I read by him, I hate these glossy covers. He wrote Burn the Negative, which I really loved last year. And this one, I don't know what it's about. I pretty much just bought it because it was Josh Winning. After sitcom star Willow tweets herself into infamy and stumbles blind drunk into a swimming pool, her agent ships her off to Camp Castaway. Oh, I do love a good camp setting. Castaway is a summer camp for adults who are desperate to leave their mistakes behind. No real names, no phones, no way to call for help. Willow's fellow campers seem okay. Her own favorite actress is even here, making a s'more. But did that jaded writer Danny just wink at her? Not but. And. But the peaceful vibe is shattered when one of the campers vanishes and Willow finds a mutilated doll's head in her room with a threatening message rolled up inside. Terror grips the group and campers begin to lose their heads, literally, and disturbing past deeds come to light. Is Willow about to get canceled all over again, but this time for good? Are you kidding? This is jumping up in line. This is one of my next reads. I'm so excited. And then We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kleiwer? My apologies. I already wanted to read this. I think I saw Kayla talk about it. I can't actually remember now who I saw talk about it. It's been making the rounds. It seemed very interesting, and then my best friend read it, and she's like, I need to discuss. So it is actually my next book after I finish Wicked. And this one is Get Out meets Parasite in this eerily haunting debut and Reddit hit. Interesting. Soon to be a major motion picture. Wow, I just learned so much about this book. A young queer couple who flips houses, Charlie and Eve, can't believe the killer deal they've gotten on an old house in a picturesque neighborhood. As they're working on renovations, one day, there's a knock on the door. A man stands there with his family, claiming to have lived here years before and asking if it would be all right if he showed his kids around. People pleaser to a fault, Eve lets them in. As soon as the strangers enter the home, uncanny and inexplicable things start happening, including the family's youngest going missing and a ghostly presence materializing in the basement. Even weirder, the family can't seem to take the hint that their visit should be over. And when Charlie suddenly vanishes, Eve slowly loses her grip on reality. Something is terribly wrong with the house and the visiting family. Or is Eve just imagining things? So that, I'm very intrigued. I'm very excited. And anything I had like planned to read for October just got pushed to the wayside for this and Heads Will Roll. And then lastly, Lore Olympus, Volume 7. Because it's so beautiful. And if you've never read Lore Olympus, it's just Hades and Persephone retelling, beautiful art, really just the commentary on mental health is so good. And I think I just said this, but the art is beautiful. The romance is cute. I love everything about it. I don't ever want it to end, except I guess, you know, in reality, all good things have to end or else they won't stay good forever. But you know what I mean? And the only one I didn't get that I was looking for was Dinosaur Sanctuary Volume 5. I do still need Alice in Borderland Volumes 8 and 9, but every time I'm at the store, I forget which volumes I need. I know I need 9. I can never remember if I need 8. So I've yet to buy those. So I might buy those this weekend, but they are officially not part of my book haul or my birthday book haul, because they didn't happen for my birthday weekend. And those are all the books that I have obtained for my birthday. And I'm so excited to start reading them. And I will see you guys in another video in the future. Bye.